Hi, this is another pick a card reading. I'm using a Celtic spread in this one and it is general messages. So it could be relationships, it could be personal life stuff. Just take it how it applies. I will put the timestamps in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the reading and I hope that you get a message that resonates with you. Hi everyone, this is the reading for everybody who chose group number 1. Just going to take a look at the energy here. There's it's such an interesting spread, this one. Interesting cards that came out because at the center there's this anxiety inducing thoughts and stuckness, but all around it is so positive. So to me this looks like the finishing off of something. Like I'll get into it. The situation at hand is the 9 of Swords and the Strength card. So that's what I mean. Like it's there's some big thoughts going around in the mind at the moment and a lot of fears coming up, but they're being faced. These are being dealt with for, like, I feel like it's a once and for all sort of thing. Like finally something's being addressed. It's like these fears are being taken hostage and worked through one by one as they arise, because there's this desperate need to complete a chapter to be able to start something new. I've got 3 9s here, so you know, 3 indications at the end of a cycle. World card, 10, 2 10s. So new cycles beginning. Yeah, it's quite anxiety inducing to finish off the end of something, to start something new perhaps, or like maybe even anxious about this something new. Like, is it too good to be true? There's a lot of this energy in this connection. This reading looks like a love connection, so this could be in relation to that, but you fit it to your narrative, however, whatever applies for your situation. But the challenge is another 9 of wands, and the 4 of swords. So what I'm getting here is that maybe it's that void. It feels like that void stage where, like, before the end of at the very end of one cycle and at the very beginning of a new creative cycle, or whatever that new cycle is. And it's like this want to rush through and make it happen, and very excited about it, but trying to have poise, trying to have temperance, trying to just allow to unfold, or maybe a little bit nervous about how it's going to unfold, or is it going to be successful, wanting to protect yourself from hurts of the past. Again, this is like the center is seriously going deep and closing out some old stuff, and so this indicates that again, that you're working through. I love how the Strength card did show up. Like, look at all this really deep going within energy that can be quite confronting, but you've got that Strength card there. So you are managing it. You are going through it systematically and removing any of these fears, dropping that guard perhaps, taking the rest you need to take. Maybe you're finding rest a challenge at the moment. It is in the challenge position, this 4 of Swords, or processing as a challenge. It's just a lot. So in the beliefs area, again, some more heavy stuff. The 10 of Wands and the Hanged Man. So feeling like carrying I'm feeling with this 10 of Wands, I feel like you're putting the burden down, but you're putting it down thoroughly, if that makes sense. Like, you're really working through these fears and shifting perception on your beliefs, shifting your beliefs from the life is hard, or life is a challenge, life is a struggle, and moving more into I'm supported and I deserve love, and more of those positive affirmations and positive self-belief systems that benefit your life. There does seem to be a lot of cleaning house for this person. In the recent past, in the root of the issue, and this is where the energy of the reading turns. Like, we focused on the what you're processing, or how you're processing. But anyway, the root of the issue is the Chariot and the Two of Wands, and so these are both cards about movement forward and change of direction, changing direction with confidence. And so having this in the root of the issue, it could be that moving on from this thing is hard to do. It could be that having to move somewhere, having to make a change is causing a lot of things to come up. It's quite challenging, a lot of anxiety, but this is all stuff that you're working through, and it's divinely guided, the path you're on. Like, this is a change that's happening, this is a crossroads, and you will take it. And this is, like, when I see this Two of Wands, I'm always feeling like, most of the time, that this is a whole new path, in the sense that this could be a way of relating or a way of being that you're changing, not literal location or whatever it is, but it's doing things properly, or doing things in a way that's not the same old way anymore. It's evolved. It's evolving. In the recent past position, you've got this beautiful wish fulfillment, an offer being made, potentially love offer being made, feeling a lot of success, and it's definitely what you want, something that's come in here, some sort of offer that's given you emotional fulfillment in a big way, like really blessed, something really blessed in the recent past. And then in the near future position, a more beautiful blessing and positivity. We have a Sun card and the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe perhaps, like, I'm seeing this moving here, perhaps moving to buy a house somewhere else, or starting a new job somewhere else. This is monetary, it can be, or it's at least long-term success. So in the near future position, so today onwards, whatever. Everyone's timeline's a little different, but this is moving out of, you're working through this heavy stuff for a reason. It's polish, it's like just cleaning house, getting rid of all of that, so that you can step into what's next for you. There is a whole new life waiting on the horizon, and it's gorgeous. Self-perception, the Lovers and the Six of Swords. So you're seeing yourself, like, again, I'm being brought back to this being possibly a love connection that this reading might be about. And so it appears that you're moving on from this harder time and into more love, or if it's not to do with a love connection, it's moving on into your purpose, perhaps, or just being guided down a path that is divinely guided. It's not like you're creating chaos and creating changes for no reason. Like, this is happening. This is a spiritual rite of passage card, and it is moving from choppy times, hard times, into calmer times, and taking wisdom from the experience, and leaving the emotional baggage behind. And then the Lovers card can be a decision being made that's in accordance with your highest good. The way that so this was self-perception, by the way. So you're very aware that this is the right path for you, and that this is divinely guided. You know that this is healing, and it's quite big. The outside influences, or the way others are perceiving you. So the people around you are seeing you rise up into success, or making choices that will bring about success. The World card is closing out of cycles and moving into success. It is completion of something huge, and the start of something new. So the people around you can see that the choices you're making are bringing you happiness, is the right thing for you, which is a wonderful thing. And if this is outside influences, then it shows that the people you're surrounding yourself in are supportive of this new cycle and the closing of the old one. They're supportive of seeing you successful. They know that you have a lot to offer, and they want to see you rise. So gorgeous energy around you. I love it. An advice action. Again, a little bit more smushy love here. Like there's so much soulmate energy in this reading, if love applies. But we've got the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. So, you know, for some of you, this could be just for all of you. This is the advice section. It's to enjoy every moment, to be present, to dream, to have fun. This is chivalry and romance and all those wonderful, juicy, yummy things. And so you can, you know, this can apply to anything, whether it's just getting out in nature and enjoying moments, breaking routine, having a good time. And this is family, this is children, this is soulmate connection. So enjoying time with family, just really diving deep into the yummy and nice moments of life and being present, like truly being present, being available, being receptive. Yeah, really, really beautiful energy, and that's in the advice section. Enjoy, let go. It's the advice. It's clear. Like let go of this heavy guardedness, which you are. No pressure there. I can see you're removing that in your own time, but it just shows that it's okay to let that go. It's okay to step into joy. It's okay to step into pleasure and fun and all that nice stuff. In the most likely outcome position, you've got the two major arcanas, High Priestess and the Fool card. So yeah, a brand new beginning, right? And a divinely guided brand new beginning. This is sacred knowledge. This is spiritual connection. And this is taking that leap, taking the risk. So the outcome is that you are divinely guided onto a new path, and it's fantastic for you. I'm so excited about this particular spread. And in Oracle cards, we've got surrender, which has been the message thus far, has it not? And that's surrender to the past, surrender these fears and worries about how it's going to work out, or what it is you're releasing and coming to acceptance of, and just surrender into this beautiful blessings that's coming into your life right now. You deserve it. It's here to stay. It's not real. It's not real. It's not false. It is real. You're not... you know, any of these self-sabotage type behaviours or thought patterns that might be coming up that doubt any possible blessings that could come to you for whatever reason, maybe not feeling worthy, that all is part of this stuff you're processing that needs to go, so that you can truly be receptive and co-create highest potential here. So surrender, just be present, allow has been my mantra for the last month now, I think. Just allow. Anyway, the other oracle card I got for this is Firefly. I'll put the cards in the description box below, but I'll just read the back of this one. The keywords are shine bright, seeing the truth, and future blessings. Like... Do not be fooled by appearances. Look within for the true guiding light. Your inner light is strong enough to shine brighter during the darker times of life. You have enough light within you to find your way and to help others see the light too. It is time to affirm your beautiful inner nature and recognize the qualities that make you an excellent human being. Fireflies are summertime creatures and bring the message that a winter of the soul is ending and a brighter, happier future awaits. Again, just... This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Let go of the fears and worries. You deserve happiness, and happiness is coming to you. And I just love that I'm bringing you this message. So I hope it hits home. I hope it hits you in the heart. I hope it gives you hope. And I look forward to connecting again soon. Hi, this is for everybody who chose group number 2. Just take a look here. This reading is... I don't even know if I can sum it up in one short, brief thing, so I'm just going to go into it. It feels like it's some deep things going on on an internal level here. And then the waves of feeling come in, and it's just like exciting, like really exciting. scary, mostly exciting. Okay, I'm just going to get into it. So, decks of cards everywhere here. You belong here. Okay. We've got Temperance and the Nine of Cups in the situation at hand and where you're at. So some sort of wish fulfillment has become apparent to you, a blessing received, something that you've wanted perhaps for quite a long time has come into manifestation, and you are trying to ground yourself through the changes, or ground yourself, through the excitement of what this is and what this means for your life and what this is bringing towards you. There is, it's like, it's not like, I get the sense that this is accelerating at a fast speed, but at the same time, there's divine timing is at play, and so things need to unfold in the right times. Things need to happen first. Perhaps there's some things that need taken care of, or certain steps that need to be done consecutively. And so where you're at the moment is sitting in balance and surrender for whatever this new opportunity is or this blessing is. The challenge for you is juggling perhaps thoughts of fear and then thoughts of love and blessing, love and success, but also this could be around the changes that would come from this new opportunity that's here for you. See, this feels like it's on an internal level. I don't think for a lot of you, it could be an opportunity in the physical, like a moving or a house or a job or something that you've been wanting for a long time. But I do feel a lot of relationship energy here too, so this could be a love reading. And because there's a lot of emotional depth here. There's a lot of longing, desire and love and abundance and prosperity. And anyway, the challenge, dropping the guard perhaps, and maintaining that balance. Again, we've got these two cards here representing balance, so it could be that things are going a little bit too quick for you. Some of you, it might be not quick enough, and wanting to break through this barrier, or whatever barrier might be there, or whatever. And then I feel like these barriers are internal. I feel like these are things coming up internally to be processed. This is a very processy type time at the moment. Letting things integrate, any new changes, let them integrate, and juggling the ideas around of what this potential means. And I feel like this is that old baggage situation or whatever scenario challenge, and this is the lighter solution. And so a lot of deep processing about what this change means, what this change could bring, the potentials here. It's interesting. In the beliefs area, we've got the 10 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. So again, it's sort of like this change has happened that's allowed you to put down some sort of a baggage or some sort of burden, something, and it might be a little bit scary to release that. It might be like the devil you know sort of thing. But anyway, there is this keen excitement to put down that 10 of Wands burden, the heaviness, anything that's just heavy, not wanting any of that anymore. Won't accept it, but also done with it. Just totally believe that you're done with navigating that sort of energy, at least for a while. Another challenge can come up down the road, but in regards to this situation, some light has been shed here, some sort of blessing has come in, and it's relieved you of a burden, or is giving you the opportunity to relieve yourself of a burden and take a new path. Pretty sure the last reading had 2 of Wands in the same position. So there is a lot of, I'm seeing it everywhere over the last week perhaps, movement forward in whatever direction, whether that's just an indication that movement forward is coming, or a literal movement forward is upon you. But totally ready for a new journey, ready for this. I would like to think of this wand here as that 10 of Wands, the heavy burden, it was on that side, and you're holding on to this new wand, this new passion, this new exciting journey, and just looking at the possibility of you're ready. You are ready. And it's funny because I'm just going to, spoiler alert, the oracle card is you are ready. So you are ready. In the root of the issue, this temperance, this something might be making you feel like it's held back a little bit. The powers that be, perhaps, or the scenario hasn't unfolded. Like I said, like something has to happen in the right progression for this to unfold and become what it needs to become, whatever it is. But anyway, I'm seeing this Ace of Wands here as the new wand that she's holding. So we've got that 10 of, you're in the middle there, and this 10, you're not looking at that anymore, not looking at the burden. And if it's a scenario that's become lightened, you don't want to look at how it was heavy. You're ready to move off into this new creative Ace of Wands, passionate, beautiful, beautiful journey ahead. But we have got in the root of the issue the 3 of Wands. Okay, so you are waiting for the natural progression to come to be, perhaps waiting for this new beginning to truly ignite this new creative journey, project, whatever it is that is fresh and new, this blessing that's come in. There is a need for temperance and surrender, and allow it to unfold and allow it to become what it needs to become in divine timing, like those steps, whatever they may be. But there might be a little, there's a lot of excitement here, but it's almost like, I can't even, it's exciting, but it's like, one day there will be a medium that you don't just hear my voice, I can direct the feelings as well, so I won't even have to speak. I mean, I know we can get that one-on-one, especially when we're connected to someone, but I just wish I could convey the feelings that come through. But yeah, the root of the issue is having to wait for this manifestation to come to be, having to wait to allow it to unfold. And it's not like having to, I do see... I feel like, for a lot of you, I feel like this is unfolding perfectly. Maybe a little bit overwhelming at times, but I don't feel a huge sense of wanting to rush, but totally ready on the deepest level. So ready. In the recent past position, I love how this came out. We got the Fool and the Moon, and if you look at this, she's here taking this big leap, falling backwards into these deep emotional waters. Would you look at that? How can we make it there? Like, she just falls backwards and submerges into these deeper emotional feelings and thoughts and intuition and fears as well. In the recent past, somebody has submerged themselves in something very deep, whether it's honey, whether it's emotional love, I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is huge, whatever this is going on for you. Ready, like something fresh, whether it's something fresh within a situation or something totally new. It's caused you to just fall into it and melt into it. And that can cause a lot of fears to come up, but you're sitting with temperance. You are surrendering to this journey. You are ready. Again, you're trying to approach this balance because it is what you want. Look at this. Oh, it's just like the feels in the near future position. We've got the Star card and the Four of Wands, and what did I want to point out about the Four of Wands? Right, this is what I wanted to point out about the Four of Wands. the root of the issue, you've got the 3 and the Ace of Wands, and I just feel like what you're waiting for is the manifestation of this new beginning that is, if this is relationship based, then a beautiful home together and a beautiful connection to community, friendship, just like beautiful celebration, like celebrating life together, all that sort of stuff. And so it shows me that you're waiting for that manifestation, right? That's the root of the issue. You're waiting for that 4 of Wands to come to be, and then in the near position, in the near future position, you've got that actual 4 of Wands showing up. So the manifestation is here. It's just unfolding. It's here already. It's happening. You are just falling into it, surrendering into it. It's beautiful. It's no more heavy burden stuff. It's moving on to this new stuff. It's gorgeous. But there's so much hope and faith invested in this connection, so much belief. Really, truly believe that it's right for you, and it is right for you. It's healthy for you. It's already here, but it's coming in waves. It's coming more so. It's constantly coming towards you, but it's already here at the same time. You take that how that applies. In the self-perception, you've worked for this. You have worked for this. You have shown up as a true team player, if that applies. You have done the work. You have invested your energy. You've created. You've loved. You've spent of yourself. And self-belief here with the 9 of Pentacles. You know you're abundant and magnetic. You are drawing towards you the things that you desire and the things that you deserve and the things that are aligned for you. I feel also that you are somebody who knows how to be magnetic, but also knows how to let things go again. There's a lot of ability to surrender in the person that I'm connecting to. There's also a lot of gratitude and abundance in your life. So yeah, you have whatever this blessing is that's unfolding, that is continuing to come to you in waves. You've earned it. You've worked hard for it. This is it's beautiful. Just like burning up, because it's like outside influences. And this is again could denote that romantic connection if it is. So the 2 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, this could be a romantic person that's influencing your life in a certain direction. And I loved how it was like the cards were like this. So that's self-belief, and that's the influence somebody's having on you. So you've got this abundance around you, something you've created, and it's being, like what I saw was it being directed by whoever that person is that influences you, whether that's a lover or a friend or a scenario or self. You know, this is always about self as well. So whatever this wish fulfillment is leading you in a new direction, it's leading your abundance in a new direction. That and when you see it move into this Knight of Pentacles, that's grounded energy that builds something to last. It's long-term, slow-moving, applying your energy, working hard for it, but it is directing it in a whole new direction that I feel will bring even more abundance again, like if that's even possible, because I feel like the person I'm connecting to has all they need. But yeah, I just loved how that came out, and I just, yeah, this whole deck is phenomenal. In the description box below, the decks I'm using, and this is the Light Seers, but like almost everyone I've read for with this deck has gone and ordered themselves a set, because there's the art. Like you could not know a thing about tarot and just pull these cards and know the story just by the image, because it is so detailed and true. But anyway, in that, coming back to the outside influence, so this is potentially a soulmate lover that's leading your life in a direction that brings you more stability, brings you more security, and ready to build something new, ready to build an empire perhaps, working together, coming together to do that. But in the area of this not being romantic and about self, then it is about you aligning with what's right for you, what's your highest timeline, and creating, applying yourself to create. So this being, this could also be others' perception of you, that you're making these aligned choices to create stability for yourself, and to taking whatever this opportunity is and running with it. The action advice There's the Seven of Cups and the World card. So, yeah, there's still some processing to be done, like letting the Seven of Cups, you know, Ten of Wands, letting go of things that didn't work, or that heavier energy and whatever it is that's got your guard up. You are working through releasing that, and I feel like you're quite the way done with releasing and ready to just totally embrace what's next and what's positive. But yeah, there are a multitude of options in front of you, and so the advice here is to analyze those options carefully and slowly and choose the right cycle for you. This is the last major arcana of the world. It closes out a cycle, and it's the beginning of a new creative cycle. So the advice, yeah, take your time to select carefully and allow all the time you need. That temperance is here. We've got that Three of Wands as well. So you are needing to take the time to witness the unfolding. Yeah, you're choosing a new cycle. So there's just so many options in front of you. I think it's just a matter of tapping into the heart to make the right choices as you go along. I just feel inclined to get another card of advice here. I've got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So it is, okay, Three of Cups. So yeah. Okay, nice. Nice, Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups. So yeah, you're clearing away any of the confusion, and moving into only joy, only celebration, only happy ever after type scenarios, friendships, soulmates. So beautiful when we see that sort of thing. So the World card is closing out this confusion and scattered energy and uncertainty and distraction, and getting focused and choosing love. And that was the advice. Now in the outcome, the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups, and that's a similar sort of story here, where we're you know, this is suspended and waiting and looking at things from a whole new angle. Clearly she's upside down here, but like choosing a new perception and a new way to look at things. So looking at, like, choosing to not look at yourself as burdened or cursed or whatever it is that you believe about yourself that's negative and doesn't attract any good for you. Like truly releasing that and looking at love in a healthy way, and looking at love first. I love to see the Ace of Cups as a self-love card. So choosing self and making disciplined choices that help you align with the highest good for yourself, and yeah, just stopping with distractions, done with the distractions, and ready to move on to something healthier and something more true. And you know what that means for you, and you know the steps that you need to take to achieve that, because it's clear here, like it's in the advice section, but it's also riddled through the reading to stop choosing things that are that see, I feel like this is internal, so it's not so much, it is a little bit about the choices you make, but it's also like the belief systems. I'm feeling like it is belief systems, and belief systems surrounding love, belief systems surrounding self-worth. It's interesting. Especially because in the recent past position, you could have had a situation change where you're in a new beginning, and it's brought up so many fears, and there's a lot coming to the surface, but you're ready to finish with that and move on to something better and different. You are ready for it. I don't really need to go into this card so much because you know you're ready, and it's here through the reading. Now the other oracle card is Thunderbird, and the keywords is transition, initiation, and victory. I take the journey with courage in my heart as the affirmation, and I'll just read the back bit. You're meant to take a journey. It may be an inner or outer journey, and you will have spiritual protection on your quest. Your current soul journey includes an experience of initiation. A challenge becomes a soul victory as you gain wisdom and awareness of your courage, strength, and other inner resources. A new chapter will begin for you, signaling the end of a time of struggle and a dawning of a more positive, successful chapter in your life. Open your heart and mind with optimism, as a significant blessing or gift of grace is on its way to you. So, yeah, again, I love how these Wings of Wisdom ones seem to really just sum up everything I've just said about gaining a victory over these fears and emotions and these self-beliefs that things aren't going to work for you, or, you know, and truly believing that, and making these choices with courage and strength. And that's about self-love and choosing, like, being disciplined with self-love, because self-love isn't always about just going for a lovely bath and doing all those yummy nice things. That's brilliant, fantastic displays of self-love, but it's also those harder choices, those choices where we have to say no when it's uncomfortable, and you know what I mean. So anyway, I hope that that reading gave you some insight and encouragement to truly release any of these belief systems that hold you back, because you are so ready for real love or for real success, to have new passion, new creative outlets. You're so abundant, and you need to really, really see that abundance and be grateful. Like, yeah, that'll do. Okay, good. I hope you liked that reading, and I look forward to connecting with you again in another one. Bye. Hi, this is for everyone who chose group number 3. Bear with me because I haven't used this deck very often, and the cards are so big it's hard to shuffle, but still the tarot, there's just a few minor differences. So I'm just wondering if I can sum this up before we start. Yeah, there's a bit of mental anguish going on here. Also, I'm seeing that pattern in the collective readings at the moment. A lot of releasing that needs to be done. Fears coming up to be addressed, to be released, to trust the path again, to surrender. There's all that sort of theme here. The size of them, they're a bit big to shuffle. Lucky I have huge hands. So the situation at hand, let's get into it. So, this, I'm seeing a love theme come, even though these are not love readings, these are just general readings. So, you know, it could be love, it could be work, it could be family, whatever it may be for you. But I am seeing that theme of love come through. Love and fear is the big thing right now, huh? Choosing. What are we choosing? What are we releasing? What do we need to release? I feel like there's a crossroads for everyone right now in one way or another. So the situation is the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. A bit glossy. I'll move over here. So feeling like you've lost control of a situation, and that, like, it's out of your hands and there's nothing you can do, feeling powerless to the situation, there's nothing you can do to correct the path, or feeling abandoned even, perhaps somebody's walked away from you, or a situation has ended, or its situation is at a stalemate and you're not sure how to move it past that. I'm not sure if you've got the resources or if divine will allow you to move past it. Is it a lot of just feeling of despair due to the inability to move something forward or shift something. But it's not for lack of trying, because I see your power here. I see you applying your energy in the right places, I like to think. I can see here. Yeah. If somebody has left your life, I did read something just yesterday that they didn't leave you, the universe got them out of your way. So if that applies to some of you, then just, take that. They didn't leave. The universe took them out of your way. But that won't apply to everyone, of course. The challenge here is the 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles. So, this could there's a lot of Pentacles here. It could be about being out of work and unable to find work, feeling like there's, we as I record this, we are in a pandemic. So, everything is really challenging for everyone in different ways. And a lot of people, it is challenging financially. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about having financial abundance and being content with what you have. And the 3 of Pentacles is all about teamwork and building and cooperation, working together. So working together to build abundance is the challenge at the moment. And perhaps it is because you've been left out in the cold by a financial situation or by a partner that no longer wants to team up with you, perhaps. But the challenge is finding abundance and finding what you like, being grateful for what you have. There's a lot of focus here on loss and stuckness and just like replaying some things in the mind that don't need to be there. That's just slowing you down from reaching your true potential, because you have so much potential here. We'll get to that. That'll all come out in a moment, but you're such a powerful person with so much to offer. So whatever it is that's bothering you, it really shouldn't have that much power over your emotions or over your thoughts, because you're just too powerful for that. But it's relevant, and it's okay to be stressed and upset and feeling stuck, and it's okay. Just trusting is a big thing right now. So in the beliefs area, you've got the High Priest, which in the normal tarot, I believe, is the Hierophant, and the 8 of Pentacles. So applying your higher wisdom to the work that you do, mastering your craft in not only like a spiritual sense, applying wisdom in that regard, but showing up in a stable, strong, reliable type energy. If this is some sort of marriage breakdown or a relationship breakdown, the belief system here is that you can work on it and you can apply love, and that this will stick it out. Like, there is a belief that this will get through if this is love related, and if this is just self, then it's very clear that you have everything it takes to apply yourself to the situation to create success, to like you do naturally. I can see that you do naturally. So it's just like this overwhelming fears and worries that are coming up right now, but the reality of it is that you're so capable. And it's like I'm seeing with this 8 of Pentacles that it's like you that you you got a lot to offer. You know that you're fantastic. You know that. So it's almost like a little bit like, why aren't I being seen for all that I can do? Why is that not being recognized? There could be a little bit of feeling like you're not getting recognized for what you have to offer, or all that you are, but you continue to show up and do what you need to do to make your life better, or to apply yourself wherever you need to apply yourself. The root of the issue is the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So some more mental anguish energy, perhaps being kept up at night by haunting dreams, or recurring thoughts, negative thoughts, fears, anxiety-inducing thoughts, all these things coming up. And in your restful time, these are both cards of restful time. 4 of Swords is about withdrawing to take time to contemplate something. And so, the root of the issue is you're having to do that. Perhaps you're being forced to go within. Perhaps you're being forced to face this scenario because something seems to have like an epiphany or some sort of realization that about the way something is has caused you to you have to go and process. It could also be quite hard for you to take space from this person if it is an external person that you're dealing with. It could be causing you a lot of stress to have to take space and then just allow it to unfold however it's meant to truly trust is a little bit tricky at the moment, or maybe not all the time, because you are powerful and you are showing up. Like I just have a lot of faith in you. But there's just, at times, I think maybe it comes in waves where it's just overwhelming. In the recent past, we've got 6 of Swords and Ace of Swords. So yeah, something has become clear. A bit glossy, the cards. So you've gotten some clarity on something. You've some sort of insight or maybe even a conversation being had about this. And you've got this, that 8 of Cups moving away from something that didn't work out, something that... maybe I feel like it's something that you showed up and applied yourself, applied yourself in every possible way. Like there's nothing you didn't do. You did it all right. I don't see fault on your behalf here, other than the fact that you're worrying yourself and finding it hard to perhaps let go for the time being. And I don't think it's like let go forever. I think it's like just in this moment. It's just something in this moment that needs to be mastered here within you. It's an opportunity. It is an opportunity. But yeah, the 6 of Swords is that moving through something and getting to clearer waters, getting to more clarity, getting to more calm in your life. But it's the transition that has to happen or has recently happened that it's a bit little painful. In the near future, you've got 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. So wanting to hold on to your security and your stability, wanting to hold on to perhaps your money. If it is that you've been put out of work with the 5 of Pentacles and you're transitioning onto something else, it could be that you need to save your money while you work on rebuilding this 10 of Pentacles scenario. This higher income or stability or security. This is a long-term legacy sort of energy. So, wanting to protect that legacy, wanting to protect whatever it is you're building, and really focusing on that. So if it is that you're out of work, it's that you've got it. If you're out of work and you're looking for work, you are so employable. I keep coming back to this 8 of Pentacles, and it just shows me your capabilities. It shows me your potential and the energy that you apply and just real showing up energy, right? You're there. But anyway, wanting to protect and hold on to the connection that may be lost, or wanting to hold on to what you've got, what you have got, in order to secure your foundation so that you can build upon that again. In the self-perception, we've got the Lady, which is the Empress, and the 6 of Cups. So, if it is a scenario where there's potential here for this to be a relationship, and it could be that you're the mother of this person's children, or doesn't need to be hung up on gender. It could be, the nurturing father of a connection. But anyway, this self-belief area is knowing who you are. Like, you've got a lot to offer. Again, it's that there's soul connection between you and the issue at hand, or whatever it is that's ended or walked away, or there's soul connection there. You have so much abundance to offer and gain from that connection. So that also would add to the anxiety and anguish, because for what you can see of the connection, for like, I don't know, it almost like, I want to say it doesn't make sense almost, but it does. It doesn't make sense in the sense that you've done so much, so why did it have to go that way? But it makes sense because of divine will. It makes sense because of, the powers that be. things that are out of our hands, and the unfoldment of things. So maybe we're perceiving it right now as the ending of something, and it's horrible and painful, but maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just a transition phase. But anyways, take it how it applies for your situation. The outside influences and the ways that other people may be perceiving you at this time is Ten of Swords and Eight of Swords. So if this for outside influences, it's clear that the person that's walked away has left you in the cold and leaving you feeling stuck, leaving you feel like you're trapped or unable to, like totally powerless to the situation, and that something has ended here. For those perceiving you, it's perceiving you as feeling stuck because of the ending and going through those motions, going through the stresses that are in your mind. The action advice is the ferret. I did Google the pronunciation just before, so I didn't butcher it, but I think I'm going to butcher it. The ferret, I think so. It's like a Druidess. It's a new, it's not like typically in the tarot, so it's a different card. Druidess type energy, which is creative. It's mastering your creativity and like bringing peace back into your life, into your everyday. And then you've got the Star card here too. So have hope, have faith, move out of any of this trapped mental anguish energy. We've got all the high sword cards here that are really intense and painful and really hard to navigate, but you don't need, like, it always serves its purpose to have these experiences, but you don't need to hold on to that anguish and whatever the worries are that are coming up. It is a need to step back into faith and trust that everything's going to be fine, and make the difference where you can. This is you proactively shifting that energy through creativity, self-love, expression of all kinds. Dancing, being in nature, cooking, cleaning, sorting, whatever it is that you do, just to dive into those practices and have hope and funnel your energy into a different direction rather than staying on the loop that you may be staying on. In the outcome position, 4 cards wanted to come out. So we've got the Lovers. Is it focused? The Lovers, Strength. It is a bit big for me to hold all together, I think. And the Fool card. I wonder if I can hold them. Just do the 3 for now. So yeah, this is you coming to terms with whatever this is. Whether it's an ending or not doesn't matter. It's you coming to the realization that you can redirect your energy and create better outcomes for yourself. I think I just got cut off from a phone call, but that's okay. Hopefully that's all good. We're about to find it out. So back to the outcome card. So this is you coming to terms with what hasn't worked out, but not dwelling on it anymore, using your energy more productively and in a way that helps you move through this, and you gain strength from the situation. So this warrior energy, and ready to embrace whatever is new, trusting the path ahead, embracing that what's right for you will come to you. And then the Lovers card is a decision being made in higher alignment. Let's make that quiet. Being a decision you're making that's in higher alignment to your path. So you are stepping up out of fear and into trust, stepping up. And just, if something, it's like I said before, if somebody has left you, it's not that they left you, it's that the universe moved them out of your way. And yeah, that's a bit tongue-in-cheek, you know, and there's always a lot more details to a situation. But I like that because it reaffirms that you can trust the path ahead, and that, you know, this too shall pass. And you know, sometimes there's a lot of blessing being hidden in the darkest moments. Always there's a lot of blessings in the darkest moments. And the other card that came with this, Strength, Lovers and Fools, Major Arcanus, was the Ten of Cups. So, you know, that does bring me back to a solution within this situation, whether it's, you know, a couple reuniting, coming back together and working through things, or just leading you in a new direction. For the most of you, I do feel it is in a new direction. Yeah. with that Fool card, right, and the Strength and Lovers, a new direction that's your path, that's right for you, and it's trusting that you will eventually come to your Ten of Cups place, happiness, and it's a state of being. You can create that state of being because you are so powerful. It's just this situation that's gotten maybe the better of you at the moment, but you rise up out of it. You do. It's just so hard at the time. So the Power of Emotions was the Oracle card from Power Cards, and that's looking at exactly what I've been talking about, how we're choosing sometimes to be stuck and going on a loop, or feeling powerless to a situation and really like feeling left out in the cold. This isn't fair, why aren't I being recognized, all this sort of stuff. And realizing how dwelling on those storylines doesn't help, that with that Power of Emotions, it can take over and lead you down a rabbit hole even further, when what you could be doing, and the advice is to have hope, to step into healing, to trust, to work on your creativity. I might just go to the book for this Major Arcana because I don't know it so personally, and just get the key words at least. See? Yeah, exactly. Fluency between worlds, creativity, harmony, peace, alchemy, and magic. So you may be in a position to restore harmony among competing factions. Maintaining a feeling of deep peace may be sufficient at this point. So yeah, bringing peace back into your life, wherever there's been imbalance or stress, and so allowing the inner and outer, masculine and feminine, to blend within you to give birth to your creative self. Yeah, that's the advice, right? On that beautiful card, where are we? Power of Emotions and Feralt. I'm going to show you this. See that word? It's a bit hard. Feryllt. I'll get it eventually once I get to know the cards a bit better. But yeah, like even look at the rainbow in that background there, and she's just working on what she can work on, where she can be effective is what she's focused on. I'm trying to get it to focus. And she's not looking outside of herself or into any other situations that are out of her control. She's just here in this moment, being powerful. That's the advice. So the other oracle card for this reading was Eagle. Expansion, vision, flying high. Affirmation is, I reach new heights with courage and grace. And I'm going to read the back of it for you. Not very good at focusing today, is it? Anyway. Allow your progress to become easier by letting go of control and fear. Trust that you can grow to meet any challenge by allowing your higher self to show you the way. The more you develop your ability to connect with spirit and let go of the ego, the more you can be inspired and be an inspired guide for others. You are meant to have big dreams and bold visions. Trust that you have what it takes to succeed. You have greater potential than you realize. Challenge yourself to develop beyond the limits of the past. And again, they're like these wings of wisdom have an amazing way of summing everything up and just tying a little bow on there and sending it on its way. It's really nice. So yeah, releasing that fear and having faith back on your path and what's right for you. Sometimes that means letting go what you thought was right for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that resonated and hit for some of you, and I'm really looking forward to bringing another reading again next week. Take care.